Authorities say the operation was carried out in a calm and controlled manner by investigators who were acting within the framework of their mandate to investigate allegations involving corruption, abuse of office, and related activities that could undermine national security or public trust. In a development that has drawn widespread attention across Nigeria's political and security landscape, officials of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission have reportedly carried out an operation at a residence linked to former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai in Abuja, where alleged wiretapping devices were said to have been discovered. According to preliminary reports from investigative sources, the operation was conducted after intelligence suggested that sophisticated surveillance equipment might have been installed or stored at the location. The development has quickly generated significant public discussion because of the sensitive nature of surveillance technology and the serious implications that the discovery of such devices could carry. Wiretapping equipment, when used without proper legal authorization, raises serious questions regarding privacy rights, the security of communications, and the potential misuse of technology in political or personal disputes. However, it is important to emphasize that investigations are still ongoing and officials have not yet made any final determination regarding the origin, purpose, or legality of the devices reportedly recovered. In situations like this, the principle of due process remains extremely important. Any individual associated with a matter under investigation must be given the opportunity to respond to allegations and present their side of the story in accordance with the law. Nigeria's legal system is founded on the principle that every person is presumed innocent until proven otherwise through a lawful judicial process. Authorities have therefore urged the public to remain calm and avoid drawing premature conclusions while investigators continue their work. The discovery of alleged surveillance equipment has nevertheless sparked wider discussions about the regulation of technology capable of intercepting private communications. Experts in digital security explain that wiretapping devices are capable of capturing phone conversations, electronic messages, and other forms of communication when installed within communication networks or connected to digital infrastructure. Such technology is typically used by law enforcement agencies under strict legal authorization in order to monitor criminal activities or protect national security. However, when such devices are discovered outside authorized operations, questions naturally arise about how they were obtained and how they may have been used. Legal experts say that any use of interception technology without proper legal authorization can violate constitutional protections related to privacy and personal liberty. That is why investigations into such matters are treated with a high level of seriousness. Officials of the Anti-Corruption Commission have indicated that forensic experts will carefully analyze any equipment recovered during the operation. The purpose of this analysis is to determine the technical capabilities of the devices and whether they were active or connected to communication systems. Investigators will also seek to identify the source of the equipment and determine how it arrived at the location where it was found. Such technical investigations can take time because specialists must examine electronic components, data storage systems, and communication links associated with the equipment. Digital forensics teams often analyze memory chips, signal receivers, and software embedded within surveillance devices in order to reconstruct how they were used. Authorities say this process is necessary in order to establish a clear and factual understanding of the situation. The case has also prompted conversations about transparency and accountability in public life. Public officials and former office holders are often held to a high standard because their actions can influence public trust in government institutions. At the same time, it is equally important that investigations are conducted fairly and without political bias. Professional investigative procedures require evidence, documentation, and independent verification before any legal conclusions can be reached. This ensures that justice is not only done, but also seen to be done. Observers have noted that cases involving prominent political figures often attract intense public attention and sometimes speculation. In such moments, responsible communication becomes extremely important. Citizens are encouraged to rely on verified information from credible sources rather than rumors circulating through social media or informal networks. Misinformation can easily distort public understanding of complex investigations. Authorities have therefore advised the public to remain patient while the facts are carefully examined. Nigeria's democratic institutions are strongest when investigations are conducted professionally and transparently. The rule of law requires that allegations be examined through evidence rather than assumptions. Legal scholars say that investigative agencies like the Anti-Corruption Commission play a crucial role in safeguarding accountability within government systems. Their mandate includes examining complaints, gathering evidence, and recommending prosecution where violations of the law are established. However, they must also operate within the boundaries of the law and respect the rights of all individuals involved. In this case, investigators are expected to interview individuals connected to the property where the devices were reportedly found. Such interviews may help clarify how the equipment arrived at the location and whether it had been used for any specific purpose. Authorities may also review documents, communication records, and other materials relevant to the investigation. The goal of this process is to build a clear and objective picture of events. Experts emphasize that the presence of surveillance equipment alone does not automatically prove wrongdoing. The context, authorization, and intended use of the equipment must all be examined carefully. Some devices used for communication testing or security monitoring may appear similar to interception equipment but have entirely different purposes. This is why technical analysis plays a central role in investigations involving electronic devices. In addition to forensic analysis, investigators may consult telecommunications regulators and technical experts. These specialists can help determine whether any communication networks were affected or compromised by the alleged equipment. If any unauthorized interception of communications occurred, it could raise serious legal and ethical concerns. Privacy rights are protected under Nigeria's constitution, and unauthorized surveillance can violate those protections. At the same time, law enforcement agencies sometimes use authorized surveillance techniques to combat serious crimes such as terrorism, organized crime, and financial fraud. These operations require court orders or specific legal authorization to ensure they are conducted lawfully. Balancing national security needs with individual privacy rights is one of the challenges modern societies face in the digital age. Technology has created powerful tools capable of monitoring communications, but it has also increased the importance of legal safeguards. For citizens, this case serves as a reminder of the importance of transparency and accountability in the use of surveillance technology. Governments around the world are increasingly developing regulations to ensure such technologies are used responsibly. Public trust in institutions depends greatly on the assurance that powerful tools will not be misused. Civil society organizations and legal experts often advocate for clear oversight mechanisms to monitor the use of surveillance systems. Such oversight helps protect citizens' rights while allowing authorities to address legitimate security threats. Meanwhile, the ongoing investigation continues to attract attention from political observers. Some analysts say the situation underscores the need for professionalism and neutrality within investigative processes. When investigations are conducted transparently, they help strengthen democratic institutions and public confidence. Political leaders from across the spectrum have also emphasized the importance of respecting legal procedures while the investigation unfolds. They have encouraged supporters and citizens to remain calm and avoid statements that could inflame tensions. Nigeria's democracy benefits when political discussions remain respectful and grounded in facts. Observers note that high-profile investigations sometimes take considerable time before final conclusions are reached. This is because investigators must gather and verify evidence carefully before presenting any findings. Rushing such processes can lead to errors or misunderstandings that undermine justice. Patience therefore becomes essential for both the public and the media. Journalists and commentators also have a responsibility to report developments accurately without exaggeration or speculation. Responsible journalism plays an important role in helping citizens understand complex issues. It also contributes to maintaining public confidence in democratic institutions. For now, authorities say their priority remains focused on establishing the facts surrounding the alleged devices recovered during the operation. Once the technical analysis and interviews are completed, investigators will determine whether any laws were violated. If evidence of wrongdoing is established, the matter could proceed through the appropriate legal channels, where courts will evaluate the findings. If no violation is confirmed, the investigation will also clarify that outcome. The integrity of the process lies in its commitment to truth and fairness. As Nigerians follow developments in this case, many observers say the most important lesson is the value of strong institutions, guided by law and professionalism. Democracy thrives when institutions operate independently and transparently while respecting the rights of all citizens. The ongoing investigation, therefore, represents not only a legal process, but also a test of institutional credibility and accountability. Citizens are encouraged to remain calm and allow the investigative process to proceed without interference. Respect for the rule of law ensures that justice is determined by evidence rather than speculation. Nigeria's future depends on institutions capable of addressing complex challenges with professionalism and fairness. As more information becomes available, authorities are expected to provide updates through official channels. Until then, the public is advised to remain patient and rely on verified information as the investigation continues. The commitment to justice, transparency, and the rule of law remains essential in maintaining public trust and strengthening the nation's democratic foundation. If you are watching this video right now, it means you believe in staying informed and knowing the truth about what is happening in our country. This channel was created to bring real stories, important updates, and the news that affects our lives every single day. But a channel like this can only grow with the support of people like you. If you have not subscribed yet, I want to humbly ask you to please take a moment and click the subscribe button right now. Your subscription may look like a small action, but to this channel, it means everything. It tells us that the work we are doing matters, and it gives us the strength to keep bringing you reliable news and powerful stories. When you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, you will always be among the first to know whenever a new report or breaking news is released. You also become part of a community that believes in truth, awareness, and staying connected to what is happening around us. So please support this channel today. Click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with someone who also deserves to stay informed. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in this channel, and thank you for being part of this growing family. Thank you for watching.